Hello everyone. It's been a while. Um, yeah, my apologies on that. So, I got some exciting news. I have finally, for over near I think 7 years, I have decided to make a comic. I've been wanting to do one of these for a very long time, but I just didn't really had the motivation or stuff happened. And mostly I really want to do more of speedrun videos than doing Minecraft videos. And mostly there are reasons why, and I'm mostly wanting to just, move on from Minecraft stuff. But don't worry, mostly is that there will be some Minecraft stuff here and there in the future, but in the meantime, I just want to do stuff that I feel more happy and a bit more wanting to do because I just haven't really got the actual motivation to play Minecraft, and that's like another thing. So don't worry, mostly in the future, I will be doing another life project with some people, but that will be, I don't know actually, in the future, so I can't really say when are we going to do those. So, yeah. But for this, I have decided to mostly make you a video about the little speedrun that I'm doing. So like I said before, I have finally made a comic, and I am very happy that this comic is finally going to be working now. I have took mostly back in early, middle, and also late of 2023 of making my characters, and also this year as well of 2024, that I'm finally making my OCs and mostly making a comic because in back in middle school I have wanting to make a actual comic, and I had very brief skits and little pieces of work that I did on paper when I was in middle school and when I was like a kid and stuff, and when my math teacher was talking about stuff, I mostly was just doodling my characters so I can just mostly make them as an actual comic. And I have decided now, as a almost turning 21, I am finally want to do one for you guys, and I am very happy that I am doing this. And I'm hoping that in the future I could do more of these because, well, mostly right now I am about to publish the actual comic, and if you guys want to read the comic, I do have multiple platforms for it. That's mostly Twitter, or that's mostly X, Instagram, and also Webtoon. So from that, you guys can read mostly of this comic. I will also put this on Unveil, so mostly that means that you guys can, if you guys want to follow me on Veil, I almost will put my link tree down in the description. Same thing goes with if you want to see it on Webtoon as well. So this has been the workings for, like I said, for a very long time. And what's the actual story of the comic is mostly it's supposed to be about not a romance. Mostly there is going to be a romance, but it's going to be in the future for the comic. But it's mostly about is this character that you guys are seeing in the drawing. One of the characters is named Scott, and the other one is Renee. And the brief story of it is that Scott is working on a project with his boss, and mostly Renee wants to know what is going on, and mostly that Scott cannot tell anyone, including about his closest friends, and mostly this time is that he's wanting to take a break and he doesn't want to do this job anymore. And mostly is that Renee, including about Scott's other friends, are wanting to mostly help him with that. So mostly the story is mostly about letting his friends to help them and to acknowledge that you're not alone in this world that you're in, and mostly you have to acknowledge that. And even he makes many mistakes as an adult, as himself, as a 27-year-old, he will make mistakes, and mostly everyone will know that, include about the other characters that I've created. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's how it works with it. This is life after all in real life. Everyone makes mistakes, and mostly, even I make mistakes. So mostly, a lot of people, I would say, is that move on, or mostly other things with it. So from this is that for Scott, he mostly wants to move on, and mostly that's how he wanting to acknowledge that, and he knows that he's not the only person in the world. More things about this is that yes, this comic is for let's just say it's not 18 plus. Don't worry, it's all ages, but except for there is smoking and drinking, because technically all of my OCs are in their 20s except for one person who's 20 years old, but he's a robot. Don't worry, we'll get to that story soon in a bit. So I think this will be the end of the little blather, and if you want to read my comic, I will put my link tree down in the description for you guys to read the comic. But if you want to, I am very happy that this comic is finally being made, and I'm excited to see how far this comic will go, because I know that this comic has been in the makings for myself for a very long time, and I'm very happy that this comic is finally being made. And even though that probably that it's been a while for me to make videos, mostly that means that I am mostly making the comic, or mostly other things has been going on. So I think this will be the end of the little blather, and mostly that you guys can mostly watch the little speed draw and mostly just have a lot of fun with it. And if you want to learn more about my characters, like I said before, I have Unveil. So mostly that you can read their descriptions, their stories, including about who they are, what is their interests, and all that stuff. It's mostly, I have now finished all of my characters, but don't worry, I'll be doing them sooner or later, but yeah. So, this will be the end of my little blather, and I will see you all later. Bye.